Well, hello there. It has been a hot minute since we did this, and we are back with SOYI. And I'm still having problems with TH and S. I don't know. No, I don't know what happened there. But I am back with SOYI. And if you hear chirping in the background, that's because there is chirping in the background, which is, well, chickens. There are little chickens in my office, which aren't big enough to stay outside the whole night. So we have them in a cage for a moment here. So if you hear any chirping, that's not a sound effect, that's actually there. But we will go into the quarterfinals of the Consolation bracket first. And that means we actually have 4 duels for you today. The next part of the quarterfinals, the Champions bracket, is coming up on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Also, and you're going to see that when we go into the first game, I have new backgrounds for each of the brackets. The championship bracket has a different one than the consolation bracket. You're going to see what I mean. We start off with Heart of the Bots, Ben versus Chu. And before we start off, I want to tell you the reason that it took so long for this tournament to come back was actually the quarterfinals. I had so much trouble getting the duels for the quarterfinals. So the rest of the tournament is, as I'm speaking right now, already done. That means I can go ahead and edit all of this glory together, but it took a while, then I got busy myself, and now we are back kicking, and I'm very excited. I haven't seen any of those games, that's why I'm going in blind, and I hope I can give you some entertainment as well as the duelists who had the duels. Ben versus Chu. We start off with Ben going first. You can see there is a lot of dark summoning, dark beckoning, and chaos summoning beasts going on, and he gets himself the awakening going into Harmon, which is one of the biggies, activating his opening of the spirit gates. There's Raviel, and he can actually bring that out as well. Banishing the chaos summoning beast, there is the Fallen Paradise, and Fallen Paradise is a pot of greed. Well, at least for this deck. He activates the awakening of the sacred beasts, and that gives him life points every time anything happens. Danger Thunderbird gets activated, that pops the Mirror Force. Raviel brings out a token, and the Dino Wrestler tries to, I think, pop the Vishuda. I'm not completely sure here. Draw 2 with Fallen Paradise, go into attack, pop with Twin Twisters the field spell, and over the Wolfman? Wolfman? Was it Wolfman? And it's not enough in the end to actually go for a game. There's the Beat Cop, and I don't know what the interaction there is. I'm sorry if I miss something, but Chu just surrenders here because how are you going to out this? Also with Cerulean Skyfire up, this isn't looking too good for Chu. Game 2, Chu now going first. He decided to do that. He sets one and brings out a Dino Wrestler, World Dino Wrestling, and a Machine Air Dragon? I couldn't read the name. Super Poly away into the Mud Dragon. There's Dark Beckoning Beast, and Chu has a completely open board and no hand. And with Mud Dragon hitting in for 1900. Dark Beckoning goes into Dark Summoning goes into Harmon, and that is the end phase here. Chu draws the Tyrant Dino Fusion. The birds are having a party right now. And Capterra is actually going to destroy Harmon, setting 1 card, pass. Ben just drew a Kaiju. That is very good insurance for him, but the Mud Dragon gets rid of Capterra. Chu draw into Koesilat and passes. Ben just attacks with a Mud Dragon, brings out Raviel, sets 1 pass. Chu setting 1, hoping for the best, but I don't think it's looking too good for him. 2 opening of the Spirit Gates right now. The Chaos Beckoning Beast is out there. Fallen Paradise, if you have a like one of the biggies out there. Oh, and with Shimmering Scrapper, he's going to kill him. But if you have something on board, the Fallen Paradise is a pot of greed, as I already told you. So Ben actually took that 2-0 and he's on to the semifinals. Our second game is Nick from Demio Tundra versus Steel Gym Gaming, and we hop right into the duel. As you can see, we start off with Nick going first. He activates Secret Witch of Spellcasters, brings out Sage and passes with the search for the White Stone. Steel Gym normal summons the Harpy Dancer, activates Harpy's Hunting Ground. The Harpy Dancer brings out the Harpy Harpist, and that pops the Secret Village. Nick then normal summons the Stone of Ancients, links that off into Linkuriboh, that brings out the Dragon Spirit of White, which pops the Harpy's Hunting Grounds. Doesn't do anything else. Harpy's Oracle gets normal summoned, linked off into Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, that pops or like bounces the Dragon Spirit and attacks over the Linkuriboh. Attack gets stopped by Linkuriboh, or at least damage nullified. Trade-in brings the Blue Eyes and Levianeer to hand. The Master gets linked away or like traded with Linkuriboh, but the Cyber Slash bounces that. Nick brings out the White Dragon and Levianeer, but Levianeer, well, gets lost-winded. And Nick outs the Cyber Slash Harpy Lady. Steel Gym just sets one. There's a Protector that brings out a Maiden. Maiden and Sage bring out a second Blue Eyes, and there is this third Blue Eyes. My god, TH is hard for me. I don't know why. There are 1,000 life points left for Steel Gym, but the Lost Wind gets negated by the synchro summoning of the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and that ends game number 1. Game number 2, Steel Gym now going first, and looking at the hand, he has his Derek sign, which brings him Elegant Egotist, normal summoning Dancer. The Elegant Egotist brings out Harpy Lady 1, going to Cyber Slash Harpy Lady, and again, same combo, but the Sage gets ashed. Nick just sets one and passes, hoping for the best. Harpy Harpist gets summoned, and there is the Blue Eyes due to the effect of Maiden. Twin Twisters pops the Hysteric Sign, and there is a second Blue Eyes. Hysteric Sign activates in Grave, giving him 3 cards, I think. And Nick's turn, he just normal summons the Maiden and attacks over the Harpy Harpist with Blue Eyes, direct with Blue Eyes, and direct with Maiden just for good measure. We get a Harpy's Pet Dragon, also the Harpy Feather Rise, I think it is, but the draws weren't too good, so Steel Gym just surrenders, and we have our first semifinals. If you ignore the chicken party in the background, we have now Heart of the Bards Ben versus Demio Tundra in semifinals, which is going to come up next week on Thursday. But there is also a second half of the bracket. We go into the duel between the Pokemonarch and SOYI-Wizard. Let's check it out. Pokemonarch going first, having the Lost World and Misk in hand. Lost World gets activated, and that is a pass with Dark Runomore and Gamma. So with that, normal summons Mathematician, brings Kidmodo Dragon, and that brings out the Dragon of Tefnuit. Okay. Misk banishes itself. There's the Animador and Arceosaur, dumping the UCT. Double Evo Pill brings out Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. There is the token on this side of the field of SOYI-Wizard, and UCT can attack everything of that. Then 500 from Secure Gardener, so SOYI-Wizard is on 2,100 life points. He activates his Fairy Monster in hand and brings out Nova Summer and Assault Wyvern. Those get set by sending the Secure Gardener and UCT's effect, and withdrawing another Dark Rune no more. I think that should be enough. UCT pops everything. There's just 100 life points left for SOYI-Wizard, so he has to do something crazy, but normal summoning the Sage. Oh no, it's not the Sage, it's Master, I think. Doesn't do enough. Game number 2, Pokemonarch going first again. There is the Soul Eating Oviraptor, and I think that added the Misk, if I'm correct, but I'm not too sure. Misk brings out the Archaeosaur, sending the baby Ceratosaurus. There is a second Oviraptor overlaying to Dolka. There is Gardener activating double evolution pill, and there is a UCT. What a board. Normal Summon Maiden isn't going to do that much. There is the UCT, which just flips it down by getting rid of the Gardener. That gets rid of by the effect of UCT, so it's not triggering the effect, and Dolka goes in directly. We then have the Mathematician, Normal Summon, Kid Moto Dragon gets activated. There's Guard Dragon Justicia. Interesting. But a second double Evo pill in hand for Pokemonarch. Also, there's the Fossil Dick activating True King Lithosagem. I'm sorry, I probably just butchered that. Activate Misk, activate double Evo pill. There's a Pank, and I am fairly sure with UCT on board, this is definitely enough to take this game. Pokemonarch in semifinals of the Consolation bracket, and this is where this episode ends. Yeah, that's maybe just a bit weird because, yeah, quarterfinals should be 4 matches, but you see, this is where the problem starts. Some duelists couldn't find time or couldn't be asked. I don't know what it was in the end. For some I know. I'm not going to go into depth. With the duels, at least in this tournament, it only happens in the quarterfinals. The rest happened normally. But that is the case for the last quarterfinal, which is Corvus versus Demo. That did not happen. And so I decided to have it a different way around. You're going to see what happened there next week in the semifinals video. But for now, I can tell you that Ben versus Demure Tundra is the semifinal that you're going to know what's happening, and there is going to be a second semifinal with the Pokemonarch going up against an, as of right now, unknown opponent. I hope you loved this episode because I love getting back into it, and I hope you're excited for next week. Also, one thing I want to spoil is there is going to be a spoiler or teaser next week at the semifinals for the next series, so you can look forward to that. I'm not going to tell you more than this now. Other than that, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you now don't have an appetite for chicken because it has been chirping in the background the whole time. I don't know if you're hearing this. Yep, I'm going to end it here. It's not going to get better than this. See you on Saturday for the quarterfinals of the championship bracket, and see you next time. Bye bye.